Hey guys, Tony here. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing really well. In this video, we're going to take a look at an incredible home cinema all the way from the UK near Leeds, which was professionally built by Finite Solutions. I've been fortunate enough to see the entire process unfold in real time through my Discord server. Links are in the description. This room features incredible craftsmanship and attention to detail, especially with the acoustic treatment with both containment and absorption, a high-end infinite baffle in-wall speaker system, as well as a Kaleidescape, a star ceiling, and some very cool American-made pinball machines. Before we get into the video, I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like and subscribe buttons for me, as I'm very close to 15,000 subscribers. I would really appreciate it, and let's get into the video right after the intro. Lee contacted me through my Discord server back in December of 2020, showing me some renders that Finite Solutions had made up for him and asked if I would be interested in showcasing his room when it was finished. Every week or so, Lee would send me updated photos of the project with construction. Once the design was approved, work began to make the room to contain as much of the sound as possible. The walls were already constructed with thick blocks and were then lined with 100mm rock wool and framed out to give the room the look Lee was after, which had twin arches on both sides. Once the walls were framed and lined with the acoustic rock wool, they were then sheeted in plywood with an additional layer of acoustic plasterboard, which was then skinned with plaster and covered in an acoustic velvet in the key reflection points. The amount of work that went into the construction and acoustics is really impressive. Everything was also carefully planned with pre-wiring up for the speakers and future-proofing with Cat6 and 8K HDMI cables, as well as pre-cutting all of the necessary holes in the ceiling for the speakers, which would be hidden by the star ceiling. Even the door was a specially made door, acoustically treated and lined with velvet to absorb any unwanted reflections. The room dimensions are 5 meters wide by 6 meters long and feature a custom-made riser with tiered steps covered in a really nice plush pile carpet, and has space for the front row of seating, which were a custom choice by Lee from a local furniture store, which feature a rugged and durable finish with power recline, a wireless charger, and drink coolers in the cup holders. Being in the north of England, it gets cold, so there were also 2 plinth heaters installed, as well as all of the lighting you see around the room, all controlled by Control 4, with some cool ambient throw lighting in the arches. It really creates a great ambience in the room, which adapt to the activities going on in the room at the time. There is total room control through the wall-mounted iPad, which has conductive charging and has all of the current apps and devices installed for ease of use with the Control 4 system. The star ceiling measures 4 meters by 3 meters and was manufactured by Starscape and installed inside the coffered ceiling by Finite Solutions. These star ceiling panels are covered in acoustic fabric, and there are holes cut out for the height effect speakers. They use a magnetic system with fiber optic tails to connect the individual panels to the light source. This star ceiling looks fantastic and can be controlled through the iPad using the Control 4. Holding on to some of his love for pinball machines, Lee had worked into the design 2 pinball machines made in the USA by Stern, and are a modern design with a more immersion and interactivity than older style pinball machines, as they have video screens sharing part of the action. We have a Stranger Things and also Jurassic Park, and it's just another draw card to this cinema room, making it more than just a place to watch movies. The projector is the Epson TW9400 pixel shifting 4K projector, which has been professionally calibrated by Finite Solutions. The screen is a Grandview, 145-inch on the diagonal and 2.3 meters wide, acoustically transparent ISF certified woven screen, as Lee has his speakers inside the baffle wall. This screen has been meticulously measured and placed millimeter perfect inside a shallow alcove, which has LEDs to create bias lighting and add further ambience to the room. Moving to the AV gear, we have a custom-made for-the-purpose cabinet which was designed to go the width of the room and has 4 compartments, each around 1.2 meters in width, to house all of Lee's AV devices. There is built-in ventilation inside the cabinet to draw out and vent any hot air from the electronics. For the receiver, Lee has chosen the Anthem MRX1140, which is an 11.2 channel receiver. However, due to delays with shipping and manufacturing, Finite Solutions have loaned for the interim the Anthem MRX1140
MRX1140, as well as a second Marantz amplifier to power the additional channels required for the height speakers. We also have the Bowers & Wilkins SA1000 subwoofer amplifier, which I'll discuss when we get to the speakers. For gaming, we have the PlayStation 5. For streaming, we have the Apple TV 4K, as well as for physical media, we have the Panasonic UB420. Smart control as mentioned for the home theater with the Control 4. Next we move to one of the features that Lee is really proud to have in his theater, and that is the Kaleidescape Strato S Moview player, which has 6 TB of storage available. To explain how this player works, essentially it has access to lossless audio and video copies of the movies in the Kaleidescape library, meaning that you will be getting an experience similar to what you would get in the cinema without any compression of the video and, more importantly, the audio. Lee tells me that the audio quality from the Strato S rivals that of a 4K UHD disc, and that some of the movies he's downloaded are over 110 GB, but that the experience is well worth the effort and expense. Usually Lee will kick off the download either the day before or in the morning so that it's ready for the evening viewing. He especially enjoys the intuitive nature of the menu system and thumbing through the selections on offer. I'll play a quick demo that Lee recorded for me on his iPhone to give you a sense of the audio and video experience produced by this setup. For the speaker configuration, we have a 7.2.4 setup with a Bowers & Wilkins in-wall speaker system. The front soundstage features 3 identical speakers positioned to specification by Finite Solutions into a baffle wall. These are the Bowers & Wilkins CWM 7.3S2, which have an extended depth back box to help minimize sound transference through the walls. They are a 3-way design with a 1-inch carbon dome tweeter and a single 4-inch mid-range driver and 2 6-inch bass drivers. Lee tells me the clarity that comes from these in-wall speakers is outstanding, and for the RRP of $17.99 US, these are on the higher end of in-wall speakers available in the home cinema market. Maintaining the baffle wall configuration, we have 2 Bowers & Wilkins CT SW15, which are 15-inch passive subwoofers which are capable of going down to 16 Hz. Part of the custom theater range from Bowers & Wilkins, these subs pack a punch that Lee tells me needs to be experienced to be believed. They are powered by the rack-mountable SA1000 Class D subwoofer amplifier, which these subwoofers are specifically designed to work with, made by Bowers & Wilkins. The side and rear surrounds are also from Bowers & Wilkins, with the 2 rear speakers being hidden behind acoustic material and the side surrounds having their grills colour matched to the walls. They are the CWM 7.5S2, featuring a 2-way crossover design with a 1-inch tweeter and a 5-inch mid-bass driver, perfect for surround effects and match well with the front soundstage. For height effects, we have the overhead speakers placed to specification within the coffered ceiling and feature a 1-inch tweeter and a 6-inch driver, which can be tilted up to 20 degrees towards the main listening position to improve off-axis response. Let's take another look around the room, and while we do, make sure you show Lee some love by smashing the like button. I'll have links in the description to some of the things mentioned in this video, so make sure you check them out down below. If you enjoyed this home cinema tour, hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified of my future videos. I'd like to thank Lee for sharing his home cinema build with me, so make sure you leave some comments down below for Lee, letting him know what you think about his very cool room. But that's it for this one. You'll catch me in the next one. Bye for now. Bye. Have fun. Good luck. This is going in the bloopers.
I'm gonna puke.
Okay, don't
Bye.
puke, please.